Morning. Program time, fellas. What's up with the big homies? What's up with the big homies? Yeah. Let's get some of this lint off our shit, right? Program time. Shout out to y'all, man. What's good with it? What's good with it in the morning time? I got the young cuff. I'm about to make a cup of coffee. Get on this program. What's up with my rotters from the town, man? What's good with it? I'm tired as hell, but we are fully programming right now. Cause I'm tired. All right, we got the eggs cracking. What y'all up to, man? Hope everybody's blessed on this little Wednesday, hump day. Hump day. All right, gotta get that going, boom, boom. Got a little bit left of the powder. About to make up the contusion, get to the gym. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to y'all, early birds. Everybody that's an early bird. There's a lot of people that ain't early birds. There's a lot of people that can't even wake up. What's wrong with that, man? Sleep until 5 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon. What up? No flex on. He always on the go. The Rada always on the go. What's up with him, my bro? Damn, when we went to the nitty gritty with shit. There ain't even no more than that. What's up, Detroit? Good morning, fam. All high salute, brother. All high salute. What y'all on, man? Y'all headed to work? I'm out here in a minute, bro. I'm gonna be in a position where I have to go. I have to start going back to work to the warehouse at this time. So I might have to start doing lives like 3 in the morning, fool. I talked to the people yesterday. They talking about there's a position opening up for another warehouse. So I might have to jump on that. But we all know what comes with the warehouse shit. Early morning straddle up. Let's go. Sometimes in warehouses they open up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so you gotta be up at like what 3. It is what it is, though. Gotta get to the bread. Now, if I could just do what I'm doing now, is taking care of my grandma full time and get paid a good chunk of money, I would. You know what I'm saying? I would, but the way that Colorado is right now, the price of living, you're not gonna last off of just a little bit of change, you know? So, but yeah, we back to it, man. Savage said, gotta go back to the work site. Can't get around it, man. There's no way I can get around it. Gotta get back to the work site. Whew. All right, let me get a cup of coffee going. But I'll tell you this, man. Shout out to all the ones that be up doing it on a regular basis. Get up, get your happy ass to the work site, get your money. Salute from Savage SEV. Salute from Savage SEV, man. That's all you other fools. All you other fools that be hating on a 9 to 5, because that's the new slogan. What are you doing for it? What are you doing the 9 to 5, homie? Let's hate on a dude doing the 9 to 5. I gotta give a salute to the homies, man. Salute to the homies getting out there. Little contusion. We got the little contusion right there. Some creamer. Now I'm gonna have to tell you fools how to make a Cadillac. I'm gonna have to show you one day how to make a prison Cadillac. if The penitentiary didn't teach. If the penitentiary didn't teach me something, it taught me how to do some contusions, though. It taught me how to make a little something, some mixtures, you know. I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what, Energy. I'd rather be a blue collar worker than putting myself in the penitentiary, going to get some dope, selling dope on the block, bro. Taking penitentiary risks. I'm not doing it no more. No, no bueno on that. I'm good. I'd rather go to the 9 to 5, go hit the 9 to 5, go hit a warehouse instead of going to get some dope, taking a penitentiary risk, potential chance to go back to prison. What up with the Boston homies, man? Shout out to you, Rada. My high salute. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not doing it no more. No more Savage Chef being on the block. Oh, fool, you was square. You was square for doing that. Yup. And I'm going to be a free square. I'm going to be a free square. I'm going to be in the free world just chilling. Eating a nice ass steak while you over there taking penitentiary risks to go back to prison. Not me. Free square, yeah, I'm a free square. I'm doing free squares, bro. You you gotta just let it go after 3-4 times, bro. The same outcome. Dope, going to take penitentiary risks. Dope, getting some dope, bro. Going on the block, putting yourself in the situation. I'm trying to make it up, fam. 60 years old, still doing the same thing, my brother. My little time being in the system, all my 20s basically, bro. It taught me I don't want to do that shit. Nah. I got here. I am the true son. Yeah, please don't spam the chat, especially this early in the morning. I can't even read all that. Yeah, please. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Please don't spam my chat, please. Do you want to know? 3 major. All right, you're out of here, buddy. You're out of here, buddy. We'll give you a little timeout though. 10 minutes. You good? You good? But yeah, gotta get this good money, man. Gotta get the legit money, and then build a business. You know. Now that we got YouTube, it keeps a lot of folks out of trouble, bro. That's another thing is too, my homie. Like, check this out. I know this sounds weird, and I know this sounds crazy, but social skills, bro, like coming from prison and then being antisocial, because I got antisocial, homie. I didn't want to socialize with nobody. YouTube kind of helped me socialize with other people. Because for a long time, bro, like if you were not my peoples and you were like not the homie, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. Like if you wasn't my peoples, bro, I was not gonna try to talk to you. I started talking to a lot of different people off of YouTube, homie, of every different type of walk of life. Back in the day, you had to be from the politics or you had to be from my neighborhood if I even gave you any time of day, bro. So YouTube kind of helped me, man. YouTube kind of helped me. Like, it was one thing. I started meeting a gang of new people, bro, from everywhere, from every city, every state. Um, Hell yeah, man. I think I messed with his channel, bro. I think I'm subbed up. Yeah, it's too early. No flex on. I think I subbed up to his channel. My brother. My other homie, did I do an interview with homie? I might have did an interview with that fool. But good people, man. That there was some good people in Boston, bro. I met some good people from the East Coast, you know, Boston. He goes deep into the New England gang, prison. Yeah. Shout out to the homie, man. Yeah, he's a good dude. And that's what I like, man. I like to network and, you know what I'm saying, like introduce myself to different platforms from other cities. because we all have different things going on in our cities, and he's one of the dudes that opened my eye to like Boston, homie. He had got a lot of good stories, a lot of good stories. Take this over here, getting ready to get this slow day going. Shit. Grind time, let's go, miss. Grind time, grind time. Morning, let's go. I got me some coffee too. So yeah, I'm just waking my happy ass up. About to get to the gym just a little bit of here in a minute. But yeah, it helped me connect with a lot of people out there, bro. Cause for the longest time, I didn't really conversate with too many people, and then I got introduced to YouTube. And on YouTube, you get a gang of different characters and different people on YouTube that you come across. So I started networking with all kinds of platforms, bro. But when I first started, bro, it was only a troll community that I started with. So you know what I'm saying? I didn't get to network with a lot of YouTubers because I wasn't doing YouTube for real at first. But I started doing my own thing and I started meeting all kinds of people from everywhere. So it's been cool. It's been a cool little journey. Morning, what up, Big Conrad? What's cracking with you, Brody? Big my 44. What's up with it, Brody? What's up with it, Denver Made? What's cracking with you, bro? But yeah, nah, that's kind of been the journey of my shit, bro. Like just meeting all kinds of different individuals. But it's been a long journey, homie. It's been a slow motion journey, but it's been cool. And I didn't really know my lane till I started doing this and started just giving back to my community, giving back to my community, homie, in a good way. I said, mine brother. Dave said he might come out for the fight. Your fight's coming up too. It's this week, ain't it? Man, the homie about to rock. The homie about to rock the little youngster, homie. Don't do him too dirty. Don't do him too. Don't do him too dirty, my brother. He about to rock him. He about to send him back to the state. Shit, how yeah, the homie been going in though, man. The homie been grinding on that shit. Next weekend, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull up, homie. I'm gonna definitely try to pull up, and it's cool. See that's what I was talking about yesterday, Conrad. We gotta get behind each other out here in Denver, bro. Like, there's a lot of hatred, homie. I was telling my community and the people, homie. There's a lot of hatred in Denver, bro. When somebody is putting on for the city, right? You should get behind that, especially if it's the Bog State. But reality is, homie, Colorado got a lot of haters. I try to give my love and support to anybody coming out of Colorado. It doesn't even matter what they do, you know. If they're putting on for our city, then that's what I kind of like to do. I like to get behind the food that's putting on for the city. We ready, my boy? Let's go, team. Let's go, man. I'm all high hustle. But it's always been like that, fool. It's always been like that. I just never understood it. I kind of never understood that aspect. Like, why wouldn't you get behind the homies that are putting it on for the city? And I get it. I get it. But that's why for me too, I never take granted of people that supported my channel. But you know what's crazy, bro? Is it always takes people from outside of your area to show you more love than people from your area. with the music, with what you do. Like everybody, it seems like I got a lot of love from other cities and states. You know, when I was pushing with a Rapo Trues, that was like one of the biggest things is people from the outside cities would show way more love than Denver. You know, and that's just kind of how it goes. I think you got to leave your. I think you have to sometimes leave the nest to be able to get love from like different sources of places. You know. What you guys got going today, man? What's good on this hump day to everybody? How's everybody doing? I gotta go get a little haircut here in a minute too. I gotta get a haircut today. I'm thinking about cutting my shit off. I'm thinking about going to get a whole new look, cutting my hair off all the way, man. I'm gonna go get me a fade. I'm about to go get a fade at the barbershop. Or maybe do a comb over. Sometimes it's hard to keep your hair maintained, man. Good morning, Big Troy. What's good with you, man? My life away. Hey, at least you get into the bread, my bro. At least you get into that money. Shit, you can't complain, you know. I mean, when that check rolls in, you're like, okay, okay. But then again, what's wild, my brother, is that we be working for that check, and that check goes bye the bills, fool. It be going to bye the bills. Like, damn, fool, we made this check, and now I gotta go pay bills. That's one reason. That's one reason why I hated being an adult, bro. Having adult problems. Like, bro, how did I make this money right here and it going to auto a check? That's funny. Yes, sir. Gotta support the wife and kids. Hey, you know, much respect to that shit, man. There's a lot of people that they don't even have the family aspect, bro. They don't even have the family aspect. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Shit. When I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna try to build a business. I'm gonna try to get this business going right when I touch down to where I'm going. Get this business aspect all the way through. Taxes hit different. Hey, adult situations, NFC. You remember when we were younger? You remember when fools were younger, bro? They would be like, bro, I want to be an adult. And your peoples would be like, don't grow up too fast. Don't grow up too fast. Because when you grow up too fast, you're gonna have adult problems. We got the adult problems now, bro. We got them adult problems now. What about C Kylo? I don't know. I don't even know what that is, bro. What is that? Explain. It's a real world we live in. Hell yeah. But don't you wish you could just go back to being a youngster with no problems? You only had kid problems, no problems in the world, playing outside. Man, I wish I could get back to that. I wish I could actually get back to that, bro. We didn't have no problems when we were younger, bro. No problems, carefree. Now we got all the damn problems. Like how the fuck do I gotta pay all these bills, bro? And they just taking all your money too. You think you made a chunky check, bro, and they taking that shit as soon as you get that shit. I'm not playing that shit, man. Ain't that some bullshit though? That's some real life bullshit, my boy. That's some real life bullshit right there. Taking all the money. I used to be at the work site, bro, thinking I was doing some shit, right? I'll be at the warehouse, give a whole 40, 50 hours, thinking I was doing some shit. You get that check, and then you start calculating it up. You're like, homie, Did I actually make all this money to just pay bills? All that shit went out the door. The day you get it, you're paying all the bills, and you're like, bro, that broke us. We're down to $100. We're down to 250 maybe for groceries. Then you have expenses. You gotta pay some gas. Like, bro, you broke again. You broke again. Like, man, hell yeah. My two oldest kids said that now. They are 21 and 22 and on their way now and hate being a hell yeah. Come on. That's why you youngsters out there don't grow up too fast, man. My mama always used to say, you gonna grow up too fast and you're gonna understand why being a kid you haven't made. You have to follow some rules, you gotta follow some rules, but you haven't made as a kid. Cause once you get 18, once you get 18, bro, you're paying all the bills and you're working to just keep a roof over your head. And that shit does suck at times though. But I'll tell you this, I'll be 100 with you. I'd rather do that out here in the free world than be in prison working for 10 cents a day. Cause that's what we were making in prison, bro. We were making 10 cents a day in the penitentiary, still getting state pay took out. So I'd rather be out here going to the work site for hours than being in prison working for 10 cents a day, bro. Big Chew, what's up with it, my boy? It's cracking with you, my brother. Came across some of your old videos. You made a big change. Hell yeah, man. I had to, fam. I didn't want to stay stagnant with that shit either, Chew. Like, that shit wasn't getting me nowhere. Like, it was fun, homie. It was hella fun, bro. But that shit wasn't getting me nowhere. Good people across the journey, bro. But I had to change up the channel all the way across the board, homie. I did, you know, because even my channel, it was full of just drama and toxic shit, bro. And I just always was doing that shit all the time. So making a change, homie, uplifted me, uplifted the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of life with YouTube. But that's kind of what we live life for, homie. Like growing, right? Maturing, figuring out what you want to really do, and really learning by the mistakes of what you do, and then later down the road change it up. It's been a cool little journey. Cool little journey. Now, if I would have did it a little different though, I would have started out just doing YouTube and talking about the Denver scene, the history. I wouldn't even messed up my channel with all the crazy shit. I would have talked about the Denver history, my testimony, my life, and I would have aimed for that. Boom. And went that direction instead of tapping in with everything else in the YouTube universe. I would have actually probably been more successful. What up with you? How you doing, fam? My eyes salute. Everyone is the best. Florida. Shout out to Florida. Oh yeah, you were saying that you was from Florida yesterday. Shout out to you, Rada. Appreciate you, man. What's going on in Florida? They having a hurricane? They gonna have hurricanes this year? Hey, in another aspect to that, when I was doing like the other type of content, I gained so much bad traffic on the channel, homie. It kind of diminished like a lot of my channel instead of me being able to just get on here, homie, and represent my city. I went through a whole time frame, bro, with everything was just bad on YouTube. Everything was bad on YouTube, homie. And a lot of people were saying this, homie. A lot of people were saying you can't even there would be no way that you actually do a regular channel. They were telling me this shit, bro. They were saying, hey, you can't even flip your channel because your audience is crazy. I said, watch me. I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna actually flip my whole audience. And I did, homie. I did. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I got to that point, but my whole audience switched, bro. My whole audience just switched. I got away from that shit, you know. And I met some good ass people. Like I met a whole lot of good people on here, bro. Not doing that type of content. That's why like for the homie, like for you, you gotta just you gotta stay consistent with what you're doing. Like keep that subject matter all Raiders. Everything you do it for the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Material. Start doing a lot more for your channel, but don't switch your material up, bro. Like stay consistent with that straight material that you're doing. You'll blow up. You'll blow up because you got the passion. You know, you got the passion of the Raiders, bro. You do Raider football, so you know, stay firm on that right there. Boom. You'll blow up, homie. You know, you'll blow up. I went from trash talking to doing prison talk to doing the street talk. I had another channel that I came out with that got taken, came back, and I flipped this into the audience I got now. You know, but it's been great, homie. It's been hella great to meet people and you know meet new YouTubers. It's been a cool little adventure. Cool little adventure, bro. I can't even complain about it. I can't complain at all. People have been good on there, you know. Now where we take it from here on out for the future, that's a different story. What are we gonna do for the future? I don't know. But I feel like we on the verge of touching something big. I feel like we on the verge of really making something happen, and we gonna see what direction we go. But I know for a fact I want to get away from certain things that I do now. You know, I want to get away and start just building and networking with other people from Colorado and people that do YouTube. I want to start networking with the homies from the Box State and build a whole entourage of foods from Colorado representing Box State content creators. Cause we don't have a lot of content creators out here in Denver, to be real with you. There's not a lot of content creators. So the ones that are out here, I want to build some shit like we're all moving as one unit on YouTube. We all fuck with each other. We all network with each other, promote each other. That's kind of the ultimate goal, you know? That would be dope. That would be dope to have. I met some good people. We should do a Denver versus Raider. Hell yeah, bro. I'm always with that shit. Like that's another thing is too. I'm with that shit tremendously, homie. Cause besides the football atmosphere, homie, besides the football atmosphere, I just like tailgating, homie. I like I like I like tailgating. I like to be invested in, you know, a little bit of trash talk. I love to roll up to games. I'm always an energetic ass person at games. Like that's just what I do, you know. Um, that was always fun. We are both competitive. Yeah, that would be dope, homie. And see, I got some good homies that are like I met over my time frame, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. To be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna be real. I have gained a lot of Raiders support, like Raider fans, homie, support, right? They showed my channel major love, and I had a cool ass homie, Miguel. He came out here from East Los, bro, Los Angeles, and this fool showed me and this fool connect every time he comes out here to Colorado. Like he's the homie, you know. He came out here to this last game, bro. I didn't get a chance to go in the game, but was good with it. Blue Loc, how you doing, fam? All high salute. But even with that, homie, let me be real with you. Even with that, that was a new aspect in my whole situation because you know we used to go to games, homie, and it would be just the team. Now you network with other fans, homie. That's dope. You know, you meet other people's people, and them fools connect you with them, and it's like, okay, hell yeah. So now the homie Miguel comes out here every year. He comes out here every year for Los Angeles Dodger games and the Raiders and Bronco games. And I'm trying to go to Vegas for a game. So yeah, man, that'll be dope. That'll be hella dope. I always wanted to visit Vegas, you know what I'm saying, for a game. I really wanted to visit Oakland for a game when it was up. I was trying to go to Oakland for a game out there, you know, before they tore it down. They tore down the Raiders Stadium, and I was like, damn, it is though, for real. I hear you actually might like it more out here, bro. You might actually like coming out here more than going to Vegas, because I heard it was like $600 a ticket over there. I heard it was like $600 a ticket. Plus, you're gonna pay for travel expenses. You're gonna pay for the hotel. Now, I'm about to be moving to St. George, Utah, and it's only 45 minutes away, so it ain't really a long drive to Vegas. So I promise you, every time there's a game out there, I'll probably be rolling up to Vegas if I have the money. You know, damn, that's a lot of money, fool. That's a whole lot of money. We'll have to plan that shit out though, homie. We'll have to plan that shit out. That'll be a dope adventure. But even if you come out here, you could get way cheaper tickets out here in Denver, homie. Like you could. And you'll enjoy it, homie. You know, you'll enjoy the atmosphere. You know, you'll enjoy the atmosphere. 300 for the cheapest. That's wild, bro. That. I remember when Pay and Manny was here, bro. They were charging 350, 300 for tickets, and the playoff games were like $1,000. That so now that's a cold shot right there too, bro. Like who's paying to go to the Vegas games? The Raider fans or people that are transplants? A lot of people that are passing through are the ones that are paying. So they got a lot of money off that shit, bro. They seem to capitalize off that shit. That's cool. You know, they found a loophole to get some money from people coming in to Vegas. But I kind of already knew though too that Vegas would probably have a lot of people coming in to the games from other cities. So it don't remind you of the old it don't remind you of the old Raider Stadium, right? You know, it's kind of a different atmosphere. Like the home field advantage kind of got lost in the whole thing. You know, my son went to a Raider Bronco game in Vegas. How was that, Troy? Did he say he liked that shit? Because that's on my bucket list. That's actually on my bucket list, homie. I want to go on a road trip, and Vegas is one of them cities that I actually wanted to pull up to. Cause you have to understand, bro. You have to understand. I grew up off of the number one game of the year. It didn't matter if it was the Raiders were bad and the Broncos were bad, bro. I grew up off of that week, the Raider and Bronco weeks. And maybe it's because you had, you know, the culture aspect, bro, and you knew that game was gonna be Rowdy Piper. I love that shit. So I grew up off of marking that for the game of the year, the Raiders and Broncos. And I was going back to Cali. I was going back to California, San Diego, Chula Vista, in Denver, Colorado, because my grandma used to live out there, and you would meet the rivalry. You would see the rivalry. I grew up off of that shit, though. What up, Big Mac? My eye salute, bro. I grew up off of that shit. And I didn't even want them to leave from Oakland, homie. I didn't want the Raiders to leave from Oakland because it's not really the Raiders, it's Oakland Raiders, you know. But they left. And it doesn't even matter if the Raiders are bad or good. You always wanted to beat the Raiders. As a Bronco fan, homie, you always wanted to beat the Raiders. I grew up off the Raider hate. You know, they call it the Raider haters. We were saying we were Raider hater nation, bro. You know, so I grew up off of that shit. And that was a game that I really wanted to go to in Vegas, bro. Vegas would have been tight. Vegas would have been a dope ass trip. Now, homie said it's expensive over there, but if I had a handful of good homies that pulled up out there and like some cool people that I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, I was going to chill with, I would actually pull up. Raider hater to the casket drop. Hell yeah, that's what we used to say all the time. Raider hater nation to the casket close. You know. But what's interesting, homie? What's interesting about it, being around and me and some of the fan base that they have, because back in the day, bro, we wouldn't really even give any energy to the Raider fans. Like we just didn't mess with the Raiders like that. But over the years, some of them dudes actually showed my platform more love than some Bronco fans, because I was beefing with some Bronco fans. I said, "Damn, homie, how is the city gonna hate on Savage Sev in Broncos country?" And then I got Raider fans showing my channel hella love. I said, "Damn, homie, that just don't even make no sense at all." I never could understand Denver, boy. I mean, a lot of times, bro, it's a lot, and not for everybody, but a lot of times, identity born crisis. A lot of times, to be real, and not for some people, because some people got ties, some people got family and stuff, right? But a lot of times, bro, identity crisis. They really feel inside that they have to prove that they some sort of toughness or something, bro. It's like, damn, bro, you got an identity crisis. You got identity crisis. And let's not mention some of them fools is only representing the color, silver and black. They want to go against their whole family. Their whole family's Bronco fans, and them fools is like, I'm gonna be a spiteful ass person. Like you look kind of interesting right now, bro. You ain't never watched no success in your whole life, and this is what you chose to do with your life. Come on, Rada. You know what I'm saying? Here in Idaho, most fans are, yeah, well, you know, but then again, check this out too, though. To the homie's point, this is another thing is too. There's actually Cali-born Bronco fans. There's actually booster clubs in California, like the LA Booster Club. They got an LA Booster Club. They got a Diego Booster Club of Bronco fans, fan clubs. They got the Bronco fans of the land. They're called Bronco fans of California. There's like four big ass Bronco chapters in California, and they're not from Denver. They're not. I got some homies from LA Watts, born in LA in Watts, California, bro. And them fools are straight Bronco fans. Straight Bronco fans, you know. I know Bronco fans in every little city too, man. You know, but United in Orange. Believe it or not, believe it or not, my uncle Mario, his cousins, they're from LA East. They're from East Los Angeles, and he went out there. He went out there one time. He went out there one time, and he converted the whole family into Broncos country. So he ain't never been here to. He ain't never been to Denver one time in his life. Big Rocky Strong, what's up, my brother? He ain't never been to Denver one time in his whole life. He's straight Los Angeles boy, and that fool's a Los Angeles Bronco fan. What up, Big Rye? What's cracking with you, brother? What's good? We on for the night, man. Let's go. Wednesday Hump Day show. And he represents that shit tough. He's all out there, bro. His whole garage is a big old Bronco man cave. And this fool straight Los Angeles, his whole family now. His whole LA family. They're all Bronco fans from LA. I said, But that's the crazy part right there, my bro. It's like, check this out. If you from Denver and you a Raider fan, right? If you from Denver and you a Raider fan, bro, you ain't really even got to experience really any success. You did watch the Broncos. You watched the Broncos win. You watched the Broncos win championships, man. I'm fresh out of saying bonded out. Damn, Rada, what happened to the Lokester, bro? How did you how did you get hemmed up, fool? Hey, it's good to see you out here in these in the streets, man. Free. It's good to see the homie in the streets free, bro. Fuck all that shit, bro. County jail, man. I don't miss that shit. Von Miller, man. Let's get him back to Denver, right? Let's get him back to Denver, homie. Yeah, we got to get the homie back to Denver, homie. He got to come back home. Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. But I've been doing a lot of research too. I've been doing a lot of research when it comes to the Broncos fan base. We got chapters in every city too. We got a gang of chapters in New York, Bronco fan base, Bronco Big O fan club. You got shit in Kansas City, Bronco fan club. You have, what I'm saying, my homies in New Mexico, Montana, Philadelphia. You got Bronco fan clubs all throughout their shit. They never been out here in the city of Denver one time in their life. like I said, like I said, bro, we grew up and a lot of fools were like, I like the colors. I like them colors. To be honest, bro, to be honest, I like the silver and black. I mean, that's what they were representing. Didn't didn't have no ties, but that's what they did. I like the identity, bro. And this is what I would have to tell these fools: identity, bro. You have an identity crisis because the identity of the old Raider Nation, it really was the dark side and the evil side of football. But they lost so much, nobody actually even takes that serious. For real, man. Him and Akeem Talib, my favorite Broncos. Let's go, man. Akeem Talib was a motherfucking general. And he still represents the Broncos to the wheels fall off, bro. I met his brother. I was downtown with his brother. He has a brother that shot some fool in Texas, but he used to go to the clubs out here in Denver. He used to be out here in Denver at the clubs. He said I'm a Seahawk fan. Now, are you a Seahawk fan from the old school days though? Because the Seahawk fans, they came out of the woodwork after they beat the Broncos, man. So I gotta ask you, are you a Seahawk fan from the old school days? Because we didn't really see a lot of Seahawk fans. I really didn't see one Seahawk fan until after the Super Bowl. That's why we would say they were bandwagon. So if you were rocking with them in the Kingdom days, what I'm saying? Shout out to you for being a real fan. Darrell Williams, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to Darrell Williams, bro. The Seahawks, they used to get beat by the Broncos in the AFC West a lot. I'm out though. Grand Rising. God bless my homie. Mom, I salute you. Have a good day, fam. They weren't around before Sherman. Nah, I didn't really see a Seahawk fan in my whole life out here in Denver at all. I always seen Raider fans. I always seen some Cowboy fans. Who else? I seen Pittsburgh fans a little bit. I never really seen too many Kansas City Chief fans. Now let's talk about a bandwagon. That's probably the biggest bandwagon there was in the NFL. The Chiefs. Bro, I never seen a Chief fan in my life. I mean, they came out the woodwork. I didn't even when I used to live out there, I didn't even see really no Chief fans. Well, I did see Chief fans because they were out there, but I didn't see them how they are now. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of humble, more humble when I was out there. But you let it be told they got a whole Chiefs fan club out here now. I said, damn, bro, where did these foods come from? Now, I'll say it like this. The Pats fans, I didn't really see too many Pats fans, but I'll tell you this, once the Pats lost Tom Brady out here, especially out here in Denver, like I started seeing fools say that they weren't even representing the Patriots no more. So it's like, damn, these fools went bye-bye. It happens with the best of them, though, man. It actually happens with the best of them. It happens with the best. It happens with all teams that do good. They start gaining new fans. But I never understood. I never understood myself. Bandwagon, bro. I could never even understand how can you be a bandwagon. I couldn't understand how you could even say I'm not a fan of this team no more because of a player. Because I think the old school fans though, I think old school fans of any team, I think them fools were kind of they're the ones that made what it was to be fanatics. What up, big days? What's good with you, brother? My high salute. How you doing, fam? People don't even understand that no more. A lot of people don't even understand what it is to be a, a real diehard fan. I mean, that's an old 90s term. And I'm not saying that people in this generation couldn't be real fans, but a lot, like 80% of people of this generation, they're not real fans. They're not real fans. Let's be real. They're fantasy football stat people that look for the stats. After 2015, I don't even think you could be a real fan, fool. And everybody's going to be mad at that one. After 2015, you can't even be considered a real fan. If you jumped on after 2015 when football went to shit, you can't even be a real fan. I've been a Bronco fan since birth. Let's go, homie. And we gonna continue to the casket close, to the end. We gonna continue all the way, bro. Cause everything now is about stats, bro. Everybody be about stats. Bro, if you're a youngster, I feel sorry for the youngsters too. If you're a young fool that says you're a football fan, yeah, man, I feel sorry for all the new blood in the NFL. Sorry, man. You might never ever get to experience being what a real fan is. You know, that's a hard reality right there too. Because you think you a real fan of a team, and it's like, bro, that real fandom shit, it died out. It died out when the football. It died out just like real football. Because let's be real, real football. There's no more real football. There's no more real football. All of them. What up, Big Smoke? What's good with you, brother? Cheers to the family, man. How you guys doing this morning? When I was growing up, bro, our family, you couldn't even like real shit. You couldn't even really be a fan of another team, bro. You couldn't even be a fan of another team in my family. They would disown your ass and you would get persecuted. You want to be a fan of that team, you getting persecuted. There's no option. You a Bronco fan. We we pushing that shit on your head, bro. You gonna be a Bronco fan. You getting disowned if you ain't a Bronco fan. So we grew up like that, like bro, Broncos country. What do you think about Park Hill versus? That's crazy, bro. Because he's a big part of Park Hill. Wild, homie. Now he's beefing with the community because of the scandals, the gambling shit. Crazy, homie. You know, wild, bro. How that came back like that. Interesting. Stick with the home team, Vato. Let's go, bro. Loyal to the soil, brother. Loyal to the soil. You better stay loyal to the soil. My uncles used to tell me that all the time. We loyal to our soil. We're not from nowhere else. We're from the Box State. We're from Denver, Colorado. Yeah, homie, and I took that shit to extreme. I took that to extreme. Now you got to stay loyal to the soil, bro. You got to stay loyal to the soil. Yeah, I don't know, man. Chauncey Billups, and you wouldn't even think Chauncey Billups was that type of individual, bro. Like you would think, because he was a humble person, you wouldn't even think he would be caught up in any of that type of mess. But it goes to show you, bro, one wrong turn, you liable to go down the wrong road. If you're surrounded by people that are not good, you're liable to go down the wrong road. Yeah, I'm Spanish, Puerto Rican, Native. I got a lot of different cultures in me. What are you? What are you? Are you Mexicano? Are you Mexican? But yeah, we didn't get a chance, bro. We didn't have an option. No, I'm black. Hey, shout out to you, homie. God bless the homies. God bless the good people, man. And we just chopping it up over coffee time. Sipping some coffee this morning. I'm getting ready to go to the gym real quick. Don't mind me. I'm a little amped up. I got my eggs going. Protein. We killing eggs today. I'm New Zealand. Hell yeah, man. What up with it, bro? Shout out to you. What's good with it? My Westwood VOD show. What's good with the homies, man? Shout out to the Westwoods, bro. If y'all don't know about Denver, y'all don't know about the Westwoods, you don't really know about the town, man. Shout out to the Westwoods. I was gonna troll, but troll me, my bro. I don't care. I love the trolls too. Hell yeah, I love the trolls, bro. I've been getting a lot of trolls lately. They make the world go around, my bro. Hell yeah, man. We need the trolls. We need the trolls. Oh yeah, but yeah, nah, shout out to you, fool. Shout out to you for this morning, early morning vibes. Getting up this morning, man. Coming to say what's up to Savage Sev. Hit the like, sub up, share, subscribe. Just tell your peoples, whatever city. We from Denver, man. Denver, Colorado East. We just represented the Box State. What up with it? How you doing? How you doing, bro? My salute to you too. It's 4 p.m. Damn. Where are you at? Where are you located at? 4 p.m.? It's only 7 o'clock in the morning over here. Let me see. 7:40 in Denver right now. 7:40. And it's time to get to the gym here in a minute. But yeah, nah. Nah, that was the truth though, bro. It was a big thing back in the day. Like, stay loyal to the soil, man. I'll tell you what. Where you at? I'm in Denver, straight east side, East Denver. Well, I'm not in East Denver. That's where I'm from. I'm from Green Mountain. Green Mountain, that's where I live right now. Um, I take a little bit of creatine, a little bit. I take some creatine, bro. I take some probiotic vitamins. What else do I take? I take plant-based protein. I take that. I eat a lot of eggs, smashing on eggs all day. You know what I'm saying? Denver Broncos all day. Let's go. Let's go. Broncos country, man. Broncos country in the building. Where's everybody tapping in from? Where you guys all at? Do you eat before you work out? Just these right here, my bro. I eat about 10 of these before I go. Ever do steroids? Think about it. Nah, I did testosterone. TRT, small dose of TRT. I did a little small dose of TRT. Um, but not no steroids like Gear or Trent or none of that. Green Mountain again, pretty hood. Hey, you ain't lying. For I had to slap up some blood food in the King Supers. He was tripping, bro. I had to just slap him up real quick because I didn't know. I said, damn, Green Mountain is gang bang central. Green Mountain, fool. What the hell's going on, homie? They was tripping the Green Mountain Vatos. There's some Sudanos over here too, bro. There's a Sudano hood. There's a Sudano hood in Green Mountain. How often you get checked out? How often I go through a medical center called Sports, bro. I do it every 6 weeks. I'll get blood drawn over there. I'll get blood drawn, bro. I can do it more time, and I do my test, bro. They take my test and go check my blood work and stuff. So it's a controlled environment. I like it though, bro. Gave me hella energy, like way more energy. I like the feel of, what I'm saying, being more energized. How much body fat do you have, bro? So I need to go get that checked too. But I'll tell you this, peep this. I'm 5'10", 5'9", 5'9", and 5'10" on a good day, right? I was 270, bro. 270. But I got a lot of mass too. I'm kind of a bigger dude. Bro, but I'm trying to get down to 255, homie. I'm trying to get down to 255 now. I don't know what percentage. I put on a lot of water weight, homie. But I'm trying to get down to 255. Trying to get down to 255, bro. That would be a good way for me. Plus I stay here in the heavy bag and stuff, so I like to have a little more energy. There's no gang now, just Eggers. The Eggers have switches though. My AOG Westwoods, bro. The Eggers be having switches, homie. And I told myself, I don't want smoke with the Eggers. Fool with a crazy ass haircut, tripping with some skinny jeans, homie. No, I'm not trying to trip with the Eggers, man. I'm not trying to trip with the Eggers. Eggers can have it. How long you been working out? To be real with you, bro, in 2000, before I went to prison, because I did a stretch in the penitentiary. I got shot, right? My body was all messed up. I got shot up. I went to prison and I rehabbed my body like all the way through prison. So I really started working out in the penitentiary, but I rehabbed. It was not heavy weights or nothing. I was just getting my body like strengthened. I had to get strong, right? So I got out and I got to the gym. Like I got to the gym, but off and on, homie, it's been since like 2013, right? Off and on though. But this time around, going full throttle for the gym, bro, I've been doing it for what, 6, 7 months just straight. 6, 7 months, homie, just going straight, like boom. And right now, I feel probably the best right now. You know what I'm saying? So what, 6, 7 months, homie, of just straight going in. I'm finally at a good place, like a good place where I feel strong. You know that feeling where you feel strong. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Why you didn't have a vest? You know what? When you're out there gang banging and shit, and you're out there in the streets, you kind of stay pistol down, and not really the vest aspect until you get one if it just is getting out of control. But I didn't have a vest, and that's the thing too. That night, homie, when I got shot, they caught me slipping, bro. They caught me slipping on a block. I didn't even see these fools coming, homie. So yeah, man, I should have had a vest though. To be real, these ice cream scoops, top motherfucker ain't no much of a killer. They they tripping, OG. They out here tripping. They're not playing with them eggers, homie. 30-round clips. They got a whole 30-round stick. Like, damn, fool. Lock out. Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta be. And what's crazy about that shit too is, bro, it was in somebody else's neighborhood. It was in somebody else's neighborhood. Like, damn, fool. These fools done got me in their neighborhood. I really just thought I was immortal, homie, to be real with you. Learn fast though. How much you weigh in a prison? 185, 195, my brother. But I was a strong 195 and I could do a lot of burpees. I did 1,000 burpees, bro. Every like 3 days, I'll do 1,000 burpees just straight. Go burpees 1,000, run. like 40 laps, and then 2 days after that, do more like 1,000 burpees. I was hella strong, bro, like cardio wise, stamina. Oh, I appreciate you. Yeah, did hell yeah. I'm lucky I did survive because I got hit right here in the chest, bro. It blew out like half of it blew out this place. I got a big old scar right here in the middle of my chest where my heart is. It blew it out. Boom. And they busted with a 40, homie. They hit me with a 40. And it blew out like a big old chunk out of my side, bro. I got a big old chunk blown out. Dirty work. And I got hit in the wrist too. Boom. Got hit in the hand. Part of the game. It's not if it's when you get caught slipping, homie. But you know, one thing about that too, Troy, is I used to cause a lot of issues. Like I was one of them dudes that used to set trip on everything. Like I used to gangbang set trip wise, and I caused a lot of like target on my back and the homies around me because I was tripping with everything. Finally, finally one day, shit out of nowhere, bro. Them fools they just spotted us. And I didn't even see it coming, homie. And they hit us on the block, bro, on the corner. I didn't even see that shit coming, bro. I didn't even see that shit coming. I said, damn. Oh, holy smokes, you're lucky. You meant to live for a reason. How, yeah. And my reason is to kind of come tell my testimony to people. Try to talk to the youngsters and get some good input from people. But that comes with the gang life too, though. That shit comes with the gang life, you know. It's with the territory that you sign up for, really. Everybody around me was getting shot up. Fools was taking bullets. A lot of the homies was taking bullets. Some of the homies passed away. Different people I know passed away, bro, off of gang violence. And then I almost got caught up and did a life sentence for gang violence, you know. So when I tell people, youngsters and stuff, it's not worth it, bro. It's the reality. I mean, it's really not worth it. You know, it's really not worth it, to be real. That gang shit is overrated. You know, overrated. And I was telling my wife this last night. Like, you know, how do you break the barriers of shit? Because like, if you're programmed from a young age to be like that, at 40 years old, still 40 years old, how do you go from doing this your whole life to one day trying to change your life and conducting yourself a different way? Especially when it's in you, bro. Especially if that's all you did your whole life. And that's why we have a lot of people going back to their old surroundings, is because they don't know how to change. They really don't. Like, change is hard. That's one of the things, probably the hardest things we'll ever do is change, bro. Going from bad behaviors to changing to new behaviors that's going to keep you in a good mindset and keep you out of trouble, you know? And to anybody doing it, bro, big kudos to you guys. You guys deserve fucking a pat on the back, really. Even though nobody's going to give it to you because it's what the normal people do. You ain't owed that shit. You ain't really owed that shit, but I say good and salute to your journey, man, because it's hard, bro. Troy, man, no, man, I read that statement can't avoid that you just have to be ready at all times. Hell yeah, you really do. Words of the wise, let's go, bro. Ma, I salute. Trying to make a positive example for the youth. You have to, bro, because our youth is fucked off. The homie just said it. We got eggers out here, don't even know reason why they be out here thinking that they in the neighborhood, bro. Reality is 2026. It's not even the years to do that shit. That shit is dead. It's just like what I was saying about the football fandom. If you are a gangbanger and you in the streets in 2026, you really are backed in a corner of losses, because this era don't even teach a code. So you don't really have morals of why you gangbang. At least when we grew up in the 90s, we did it for specific reasons. We didn't just go looking for to join a gang. It was around us, homie, in our environments. Our family was gangbangers. The hood was gangbanger. You go outside and you be on the block and you see the homies deep. So if the hood was at war and they was trying to get at your family, you were gonna ride off that shit. Nowadays, fools go looking for that shit. Oh, I'm living out here in what? Green Valley Ranch, and I'm trying to go to the hood. I'm trying to go to the Denver Metro and gangbang. I'm looking for that shit. Like, damn, I got rolled up on by by believer wearing hitting my target fast. Damn. Shout out to you for making it out of whatever situation you was in too, mommy. You know, more high salute to you, Rada. My father is a retard, state trooper. Oh, retired, state trooper. He had to follow the rules. There's rules and regulations, right? Nobody wants to follow the rules and regulations, but there's rules and regulations to everything you do. Everything you do, bro. You know, and it's just like that, homie. When the youth is Eggers and hot Cheetos girls, you know the world's fucked off. And they're the ones that get in the cloud. They the ones that get in the cloud, bro. They teaching everybody. Hell nah. Broccoli heads and shit. Crazy. Mile high salute to the broccoli head. They need to get their life together though, bro. Which a switch on them. Don't even know how to hold the gun. How not? They killing their self, bro. They killing each other. Them fools actually shoot the gun and pop their homie on accident. And then the cold part about that is too, bro, you know them fools is gonna tell. If you get into a situation where somebody gets killed or somebody has to go do a life sentence, double digits, they're telling. Them little fools ain't gonna keep it solid. You in a fucked up situation from that because you're gonna get told on, you know? At the end of the day, fuck what any man says straight up. There's a whole world out there. Hell yeah, man, you gotta do it on your own accordance. It's still like that though. Cali corny. A lot of shit's corny nowadays, my brother. Where did you spend your time? I've seen video Calverson is very popular. I spent it in like 7 different prison in Denver, in Colorado, bro. You know what I'm saying? Colorado penitentiaries. I was out here in Colorado. I mean, it's not like Colorado's not like California, like racial. It's more politics than anything. Still stuck on some old ish out. Yeah, bro. You know, it's wild, man. Change is the best thing ever. It's tough, but only the strong will survive. Let's go, bro. That's the reality. That's the truth. Only the strong will survive, homie. And my surviving nowadays, to be real, is it's staying out here from my family, bro, and trying to be a better man for the people around me that I really actually love. People that love me, not chasing the hood. I don't do that. I got that out of my system, like, because I'm 40 years old, you know? I got that out of my system. Like, I realized that shit, man. I realized it. They're indicting themselves, bro. They're indicting themselves. They're putting everything on camera. And the cops is watching that whole shit. Now you got everybody in trouble because the cops is watching everything. It's all bad. All bad. They are putting everything out on camera, homie. You are not lying. It's like they film everything. They film everything, bro. And one thing that youngsters don't understand is when they build these cases, you put everything on film. Even if you erase it, there's data still. They can go back to that and they can actually build a case. That's where these indictments come. And when an indictment comes, to the youngsters that don't know, they wrapping up everybody that was involved. And even if they think you're involved, you're getting wrapped up. And then these fools play each other against each other. And These fools start ratting on each other. Even your solid homies, they ratting on you to get out of the situation, you know? So it's like, are these fools your real brothers? Are these fools your real homies? Hell nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every man is out for themselves, bro. When a youngster hears double digits, bro, good morning, good morning. What's up with it, my brother? I'm gonna be completely real with you fools right now. Homie, when I caught my case, you know what the DA did? He tried to pin me against my brother. He came and straight told me my brother's a juvenile, that they're going to try to give me. At first, they were talking about like 70 plus years because I was an adult. They were trying to basically say that they were going to put me away forever, trying to play me against my brother. Now, if I was a sucker, homie, and I was just a weirdo and I didn't have no morals and I was one of them dudes, I would have probably told on baby bro, like, hey, yeah, I don't have no, I did what I did, but I didn't do what he did. I didn't even, there was not even a situation where I was even involved with my baby bro shit, but they were trying to pin that shit on me and give me conspiracies to his. I told them fool straight up, if my baby bro goes do 30 years as a juvenile, because he was 14 when he caught his case, I said, I'm going to do 30 years. You're not going to make me roll over on my baby bro. You are tripping, homie. And they couldn't play us, bro. I kept it solid. That's why I got a problem with fools that tell, because you got motherfuckers like me that keep it solid. And then you got all these fools telling on each other. And then fools is glorifying these fools that tell, making excuses why fools tell. Now, the moral of the story, just don't put yourself in any situations where you liable to go do prison time. Because that's what comes with the game, homie. I'm sorry to tell the youngsters, prison risk is what comes with the game. You in the streets, if nobody's ever told you, you're liable to get caught up. That's just what comes with the street life. You eventually gonna get caught up for what you do. You can't run forever. And you're gonna get in a situation, bro, where, and I tell everybody this too, if you ain't never fought a case and you ain't never really fought a case for your life, you don't even know if you would tell or not. You youngsters that ain't never caught a case, you don't even know if you're a snitch right now. You might be a snitch because you never been in them situations. If you ain't never been interrogated by the state and they come in and they say, look what we got, look at all the evidence we got against you. And you're looking at double digits, bro. And they put that paper down, your discovery paper, and they put that shit down and they say, we got this on you. You're going to go away for this. And they're like, you're looking at 40 years, 50 years. You don't even know if you're a snitch if you ain't never been in that situation, because your ass might snitch. You know, you might snitch. So all that shit you talk, you wouldn't even know if you're a snitch or not. You don't even know if you're a snitch, because a lot of fools snitch. That's my whole point. Is the new wave. Hell yeah, bro. It's ridiculous. And when we grew up, it didn't matter what the situation was. When we grew up, it didn't matter what the situation was. It didn't matter if the homie was sleeping with your baby's mom. It didn't matter if it ain't even your case. It didn't matter if you knew. It didn't matter if you were looking at a lot of time. It didn't matter about anything. You didn't have no excuse to snitch. There was actually domino effect behind after you snitch. That's why people didn't snitch like that. Well, there was snitches, don't get me wrong. There was snitches, but it was not prevalent like it is now. Everybody snitching. I know the hardest killers that snitched. People always flipping. You right, my homie. You right, OG. There's so many fools that are talent, and the solid fools. These solid fools out here is talent. I seen some of the most solid fools tell, bro. And that's why for me, it was easy. It was an easy situation for me to separate from the politics, because I finally understand that I'm a whole different type of breed, homie. I'm a whole different type of breed, and I'm going to keep everything solid. I live off of morals and values, life, love, loyalty. I go extra for the homies. And the homies are the ones that did the most damage to Sevlok. They're the ones that, when it's all reality, homie, my life was more in danger with the homies than anybody in the opposition. I didn't have to worry about no opposition. You know why? Because I was always ready for the ops, ready for the enemigos. But when it comes from the inside, you dealing with an invisible enemy, homie. Your own homies. I'm not riding for you bullshit ass fools anymore because you don't even ride for yourself. I got love for my main homies, and I got love and I talk to my main homies. But I'm not gonna be out here putting in work for the hood. You got me, you got the shit fucked up because I'm the only one that's gonna carry the flame and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I seen it with my own eyes. I seen it with my own eyes, homie. I'd rather live out here with my wife and my kids and my family and ride for them. Fuck going and trying to politic with the hood. What for what? And then the culture's all messed up, bro. So you think I'm gonna try to carry the flame for the culture when the culture's all fucked up, bro? You see all these goofies, and not no my bad, homie. No disrespect to the homies. You see all these weirdos on here, homie. You see all these suckers on here that are just putting all the culture over there, mocking the culture, bro. I'll be damned if I do that shit for the rest of my life, homie. You know, I'll be damned. It's crazy how times have changed from the '90s. How yeah, bro, it's trash, my bro. It's trash. Like it's super trash. I know a fool that snitched on his homies. He got a DP, but still, that's another thing, Rada. I'm sorry to say, when you living in the culture, bro, like I see it like this, and this is why my mind was fucked up. That fool is not allowed to exist on the earth. You can't just be having this fool in the hood again, homie. Nah, that fool, there's something that has to be done to this little dude. If you're really politicking and you're really active, if the homie snitched on you, even if it's your brother, homie, I'm sorry to say, bro, the code comes. I mean, there's consequences to that shit, and that's a cold game. Because if you're an active gangbanger, you have a responsibility to get off the no goods. If they're no good to the hood, you ain't got no excuse. Even if that's your blood family, you have a responsibility to the hood. That politic becomes before any relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing, Westwood. You're gonna do that time alone, bro. You're gonna do that time alone, homie. Ain't nobody coming to save your ass. You're doing that time alone, homie. And I don't know about anybody else's politic, but I'm fighting the homies more than anything. That's another thing, man. What's cracking with it? Jay Millie Mill, what's good with you, bro? Hope you good, fam. What people don't realize, even on the yard, bro, you gonna be going at it with the homies a lot because it's cutthroat in prison, bro. Especially if you stand on morals and values, because there's a lot of selective politicking that goes on. There's a lot of selective politicking that goes on, and if you're like me, I'm not just gonna stand there and take up for bad behavior. Hell no, even if you're the homie or not. And one reason why I faded out a lot of the homies, because I would call them on their bullshit a lot. I got a lot of heads up with the homies because I would call them on their bullshit. They didn't like that. They didn't like me talking up. But I'm not gonna allow you to put crazy action out there either. So I fought a lot of the homies, bro, and it should never be like that. You should never be having to fight your homies and then fighting the fools that don't like you. You should never have to do this and that. Like, nah, bro, fuck the hood and talking about the hood. Well, we have to talk about it because it's our testimony, bro. You know, we giving insight to the youngsters, man. We don't glorify it though. We don't glorify it at all, but we're always gonna give testimony to the youngsters for they don't go down them roads, you know. But you absolutely right. The hood life is trash. The hood life is trash, my brother. We gotta learn as people, and it doesn't even matter if you from any hood and you know you're of any type of color. We got to learn how to break the curses on the youngsters, my bro, because the youngsters just don't have no sense, and then the old homies, the older homies ain't even they don't want to teach these youngsters because youngsters don't want to listen to nothing. So yeah. So yeah, I'm about to hit off this gym. God bless everybody for tapping in this morning. Run to this little gym for a quick second. I'm almost done. Real shit, like I have a lot of nephews and shit, man. A lot of nephews that are going down that road. And they're going down the road because they seen us all do it. You know, they seen us all do it, to be real with you. And they think that they glorify it because uncles did it and everybody that's older did it. Never let everyone know your next move. That's why people get caught up. Hey, man, to that. People want to be chatterbugs. Social butterflies, bro. They be social butterflies, bro. And then it's like, damn, bro, you're in a mix because you was around the wrong people, and now you're fighting a case. Damn, you fighting a case. Like, what the fuck? That was a scary time in my life, though. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna act like I'm not a human, bro. When I was fighting a case, I was fighting for my life with these people and these courts. That was probably the most scariest time of my life. Cause I was not looking at juvenile shit. I was looking at a grown man time. Have a good one, my brother. I salute to you, brother. Have a good day, fam. Probably the most scariest, some of the scariest time in my life. Because I was fighting a man case, bro. I was a grown ass man. It was no more slaps on my hands. And when you realize the uppity class white folks, they don't have your best interest, that's a scary thing, bro. Your life is in their hands. Your life is in their hands, meaning they can take your life away, bro. Put you away for a long ass time. And that's what they really want to do. They get paid for your life, bro. Them fools be getting paid for people. You're just another number, homie, that gets paid. You just a number, homie. You just a number. And you getting them fools money. Every day that you sit in that place, you making them money, bro. They get paid off of you. So it's easy for them to be locking fools away. So they try, and a lot of the system out here in Colorado, bro, they're built off of putting people away. They be built off of putting people away. Bro, that shit was, I'm gonna be real, homie. When they came, and my first initial years was 70 plus, that shit broke me immediately. I didn't even have, like at first, I didn't even have a lawyer, homie. I had a public defender, and we all know this, that when you have a public defender, homie, they don't have your best interest. When they started saying 70 plus and, you know what I'm saying, started coming down, 40 years for plea bargains and shit, bro, trying to scare my ass, I'm not gonna lie to you, homie, and act like I was just like, let's do this. Bro, inside, I was broke, homie. I said, damn, fool, my life might be over. I even shed some tears. Y'all really want to know? I shed some tears. I'm in the county, like, please, man, please, Lord, don't make me go do life sentences. Give me another chance. Because I'm young, bro. I'm a baby still, bro. In the aspect of the people and convicts, I'm still a baby, fool. 18, a fresh 19. I'm a baby, fool. that shit had me scared a little bit. But you know what always was in the back of my head? My mom always said, my mom always said this, if you create your bed, you gotta lay in that shit. Mama always said that. My mom said that. You make your bed, you gotta lay in your bed. You can't, there's no time to cry now. You wanna play big boy. You wanna play the big boy status. There's no time to cry. You can't cry over now. You know? But I realized this too, bro, is that system, homie, the system they trying to give you as much as years, and that's what was scary about it, is that they don't care. They don't see you as a youngster that messed up. They just see you as a gangbanger. Them fools is gonna try to lock you up, bro. They gonna try to do the most to you. Cause they out here in Colorado, I don't know about Cali, but they see you as a freaking terrorist. They see you as a terrorist. That's dope. Hurt inside. They gave me 14 years and 17 months. See? And you made that shit out, bro. You made it out, homie. Like, you made it. You beat that time in your life, man. And that's why as us as older people that done made it, it's kind of on our duty to show the responsibility of shit, you know? On everything, more money, more, yeah, for real. Who said that shit? More money, more problems. More money, more problems. What's cracking with it? Box State Business in the building. What's good with you, fam? Hey, man. I'm great. Romania, Italy. Man, shout out to Italy, bro. Yeah, that shit sucks, bro. I done never want to go back. Hell nah, homie. Keep on striving, my boy. Just keep on striving out there, homie. Keep working, making your money. That's all I could do. That's all we can do, homie, right? And make a different path for the people coming up under us, our kids, our younger generations, nieces and nephews. You know, hats off to you. And see them years and never make it home. Hell yeah, bro. Because in there too, bro, like what youngsters don't understand, you might have a littler sense, and then you might have to put some work on the yard and then catch more time. And I'm sorry to tell you, the older homies, you know, not speaking up against the older homies, because I got respect for people that paved the way, but that's their life, bro. They're not gonna care about you getting out. You made that way. You came to prison where the big boys are, homie. You gonna have to handle that. The older homies ain't gonna give a fuck, bro. They're gonna see what you about. That's the sad part. I seen a lot of the younger people. I was talking to one of my boys. He caught a whole new 10 years, homie. He caught a whole new 10 years, man. Because he had to put in work, bro. It's not, you can't get past it in prison. It's time to go, you gotta go, homie. You're always in a situation where you might have to go. And there's no excuse. If you're on that main line and you're front lining, no excuse, homie. You're going to have to put in your work. Because what the fuck? You think because you say you're part of an organization that you just get the pass? Hell no. They're going to see what you about. And if you really, and be truthful, if you don't have somebody that like knows you from the block too, and even with that, your name could have ring bells in the streets, you still going to have to pay your dues. Hey, time of the hour. What's good with you, my bro? My high salute. What's good with the fam, homie? How's the homie doing this morning, my brother? I got 29 years old. Damn, bro. Congratulations, man. Stay out for the family, homie. All the young relatives growing up, kids, man. That's a beautiful thing. Don't respect the authority. Older homies, hell nah, they don't. Youngsters don't give a fuck. They'll kill the older homie. That's crazy, man. Nah, fucking woke up to a fucking, damn, brother, you better go get that shit checked, man. Yeah, go get that shit checked, my homie, because, like, you don't want that shit to get, like, infected. That's another thing, and too, let's talk about that. You go into the system, bro, you might die over a abscessed tooth or some wisdom teeth or some fucking shit in your stomach. They ain't gonna try to take you to medical. They'll let you die before that shit, because you're just another number. They don't care about that shit. Good day, Big Savage. What's good with you, my brother? Go sub up to the homie's channel too, man. He got some good shit over there stirring up, you know? I don't know, bro. I always think about that shit like, damn, fool. Gave a lot of our time and our effort to the neighborhood and system, homie. Bro, hey, you want to know something? Before I got out of prison, this is how fast shit pops off, right? When I go like 60 days before I got out of prison, bro, I almost made a life-changing decision. I went through something on the yard, homie. And I was really like contemplating stabbing this fool up. I grabbed a blade and everything, homie. And I got out the hole. I had got out the hole and I started plotting. I was going to stab this fool up. And I was going because my feelings were hurt, homie. Let me just be real. I was fucking hurt. And it was one of our own, homie. And I was fucking hurt because what happened? And I was going to stab his ass up, bro. And I was walking to the west side of the facility, homie, and one of the older homies seen me. And he seen that I was fucking sad, homie. My pride was fucked up. This fool stopped me, homie. And he said, what the fuck are you doing? He was a real homie, bro. He said, what are you doing, homie? I said, bro, I said, nothing, fool. He said, hey, what do you got on you? Because I had my jacket on. I had a DOC jacket on. This motherfucker knew for some reason. He saved my life, homie, because I had 60 days to go. I had 60 days to go home, fool. And this fool said, you're going home in 60 days, bro. Go enjoy life, homie. Go with your family. He talked me out of that shit, bro. Or I would have caught more time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it just comes with the territory, fool. And one little thing in there, homie, one little thing could be a whole different aspect, and you might catch a lot more time than you initially had, homie. You know? I just want these youngers to know it's not worth it, bro. Stay out. You can trust your homies, bro. Bro, they will crash fast. Oh yeah, they will. Wild, bro. Wild shit. And ain't no one got no status in the hood for all the work we put in. Hell nah, because even like check that out, my dude. Even with all the shit we put in the hood, front lining, getting active, homie, handling business accordingly, standing on your tens, representing the turf. You go in there, you're just the bottom of the tier, man. You just the bottom feeder. You got to earn that shit in prison, bro. Even if you have stripes in the streets, they don't give a fuck about that shit. You know? Yeah, I was hurt, my dude. I was sad, my fool. Like, because these were some fools that I actually broke bread with, homie, and they did me dirty. They did me dirty, my bro. And I was breaking bread with these fools. And they did me dirty, fool. But, you know, you live and learn, homie. Like, you live and learn, bro, you know. And if it wasn't for my good partner that talked me in some sense, because he knew that I was still young, right? I was still, like, he didn't want to see me go down that path and catch a gang more time, bro. You know, so shout out to the homie. Rest in peace to the homie, man. He passed away, though, but, you know, it's just wild. One visit and they gave me ibuprofen. Damn, fool. Where did you go? Did you go to DG or where you at? That's fucked up, homie. Yeah, that's just messed up, bro. They should see, that's the fucked up thing about the system too. They ain't trying to treat us. They ain't even trying to treat us, homie, like with our situations. They'll let us die too out here, man. Ain't no one got Jordan status. No banner, no trophy, nothing. You're not lying on that shit, fool. That's funny. Damn, where's my fish, man? Are you professional? I'm gonna try to be professional. I try to be professional. That's the one that smokes blunts. But you see your picture now. They want to grab the guns and come get you. Yeah, bro. What the hell? And that's how it really be, my bro, my dude. Like, yeah, man. But hey, shout out to you guys, bro. I gotta go touch this little money. I'm gonna go hit up some workouts. Mall high salute to everybody out there. Bro, touch goals, man. Have a good day. Stay blessed out there. God bless everybody. You know what it is, man. Your boy Savage to the next one, man. Y'all be good. I'm gonna holler at y'all. One.